Alright gang, hey, happy Halloween. That's right, that time of year is upon us. Anyway gang, since it is, I have got to thinking. Now I know myself and my treasure has had our experiences while out treasure hunting. And I was just curious if you folks have had any similar experiences. Whether it be anything of like a paranormal experience, or whether it's just a case of the willies, or just getting the goosebumps. Hey, you know what? If you would be so kind, feel free to share it down at the bottom. And who knows, maybe in the future we'll even devote an entire episode on it. Anyway, gang, stay tuned.
Come in. You must convince the villagers that I'm harmless. Have some nice hot coffee. It's butternut.
Alright gang, well we are at a new permission site, and one that we've known about for quite some time, and it just so happens that we actually knew the people who lived here. So we asked permission, and they said go ahead, and we are doing it. But right now you are looking at a tree. Now the thing that really always strikes me curious about big trees is that in the colonial era, your main source of heat, cooking, etc., was wood. So when the colonials decided not to cut down a particular tree, it always makes me wonder why. And to give you a better look at it, this tree is, or I should say trees, is actually quite remarkable. Unfortunately, it does appear now to have some dead bits to it, but hopefully it'll hang in there for a couple more generations. But again, it always makes me wonder why the colonials chose this tree not to cut down and use for firewood. But anyway, gang, we are going to probably grit this out and do some detecting. So stay tuned. Alright gang, well we got the first find of the day. And I hadn't even really started anything with the gritting process yet. I was kind of working my way over trying to determine where I wanted to start. But anyway, and there it is. Flat button. And it's still, I almost gave it back to the earth. Flat button. And still has the shank intact. So, alright gang, stay tuned for more. Alright gang, well, about 7 inches down. Kept hitting back and forth between the 6 and 8 signal. As far as depth, we have a small flat button. So, alright gang, stay tuned for more. Alright gang, well this was right underneath the surface, and I haven't a clue. Well, I tell you what gang, if you know, just give a shout out. Type it in down at the comments. It would be most appreciated. But again, I'm at a loss. As you can see, the design is on this side. However, on the reverse, you get to see what's stamped through, but not all the way. This is the actual fancier side. But yeah gang, I don't have a clue. Like I said, hey, if you do, give a shout out. Alright gang, stay tuned. Alright gang, well I don't think we ever did a segment on lantern bits. And well, since we found some, I thought we would go ahead and do that. And here's where the globe would affix to the top and the oil container would fix to the bottom. And there's your little knob that would control the wick, hence controlling the dimness or brightness of your flame. And probably not to the same lamp. This was found elsewhere. This is a collar that would have went around the base of the glass to the top where the flame was. And here is another, I guess we call it a wick adjuster, I guess. I'm not sure on the terminology, but there you go. Alright gang, there's more to come. Stay tuned. Alright gang, well this may be my Colonial first. I'm not sure, but I'm starting to think so. Now, on the slope here, I'm experiencing the depth range on the machine is actually registering shallower than what it is. I'm actually digging deeper to get to the targets, but it may be also because the soil is less dense on this down slope. See, we're going downhill. So, anyway, I never found one of these before in the field at a Colonial site anyway, but there it is. Rings up really nice on the machine. And what's kind of crazy is it fits my finger. But it's not mine. I wasn't here back then. But anyway, gang, this will have to be taken home and cleaned up. Alright gang, well we are on a roll, and I think I just dug the deepest I ever have with the AT Pro. That's right, the Garrett AT Pro. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it is a pewter spoon. At least what's left of one anyway. But when I say this was deep, it was deep. I mean, it was deep. To the point where I almost stopped digging, and I was almost convinced that the machine was falsing. I didn't know on what, but yeah, it was deep. When I say deep, I mean that deep. And I'll also say, if I did not have a pinpointer with me, I would have never been able to find it. Anyway, gang, just how deep is this? Well, this soft loam dirt is just a little bit more tighter than beach sand. It's just not very dense at all. Now, your Garrett carrot is marked for 8 inches, okay? So from the top, roughly to the top of the ground, there's your 8, and I'm almost a whole nother 8 down into the hole. That was pretty impressive, but it scared me a little bit because I couldn't find this target. But hey, we managed to pull it out. So just goes to show you, density of soil can make a difference on your depth. And kind of remember that next time you're at the beach. Of course, I can't imagine digging a hole like this at the beach. Well, I can. I've done it, but anyway, gang. Hey. Alright, gang. Well, we've been out here for quite a spell, and I took a break from the main house site and worked my way down a little bit. To be honest, a lot of the iron signals was giving me a bit of a headache, so I decided to go out where the targets were a little bit more sparse for a little bit and just see what I can find. And let me tell you what, sometimes a change like that is good. Which means we must have found something, right? Yeah. Anyway, gang, we have a target. You ready? We'll go look at it. And let this be a lesson to all you naysayers. Dig those shotgun signals. So, there we are. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to get a date off this or not, but that there is an old shield nickel. Is that upside down? Hence why it's called the shield nickel. Anyway, gang, there's more to come. Stay tuned.
Wonder what she's stirring in his coffee. Well, is it preem or cream? It's preem. And once it's in the coffee, most folks can't tell preem from cream. That's because preem is made entirely of fresh, sweet cream and other milk products in convenient instant form. No need to keep preem in the refrigerator. Preem stays fresh, always handy, costs about a third less, too. And once it's in the coffee, most folks can't tell preem from cream. Bet you can't either.